So I hope you got your water ready, and I hope you got your attitude ready, because today it's time to bring it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on the ground with our warm-up, and we're gonna ramp it up and get started in today's workout. So first things first, let's hop down to the ground, all right? And we're gonna work with our three-way lat stretch to begin. So hands are gonna be out, and we're just gonna be rocking back, nice and deep. And we're trying to get 4 rounds here. So we're starting 4 reps straight down the middle. Now we're gonna work 4 reps reaching out to the right side. As we're doing this, you wanna feel that stretch underneath of that lat. Nice and deep. And then we're gonna head to this other side. All right, now we're gonna move into a thread the needle. So hands are gonna be out straight just like this. We're gonna reach that arm through, slide, get a good stretch, and then we're gonna take it to the other side. Next up, we're gonna go to quad, T-spine rotation here. So we're gonna get up into our all fours. All right, what we're trying to do is I always say answer the cell phone or answer the telephone, and we're gonna take it up nice and high, and then bring it all the way back down. We're looking to get about 6 reps each side. The key here is to make sure you're breathing, and it should be opening up your chest, opening up your back muscles, loosening up the body. Nice. Next one we're going to rock with is going to be our half kneel and hip flexor stretch into our sprinter stretch. So what we're going to do is in a half kneeling position, you're going to lean the knee forward and the hip, and we're just going to get a nice big stretch. And then what we want to do is reach the hand across and then bring it back down. So you're trying to get about 5 to 6 reps. All right, so that's the first portion. Second is here. So we go hands down on the ground, big stretch here at the top. So all together, you're gonna stretch, and then hands down to the ground for the hamstring stretch. Same thing, we're gonna do about 5 reps on each side, and then switch it to the other side. Good, switching it up. Each time we're breathing, right? So here we want to drive that hip flexor forward, keep the hip in a good position. We reach across. You're going to feel that stretch all the way through your quads and that hip flexor. So I can tell this side much tighter than my other side, right? That's normal. You're always usually gonna have one side that you favor the most, which is important for why we execute some of that single leg work in our workouts. All right, so right now, we're just trying to mobilize it because going into a workout without a warm up, easiest way to get hurt, right? So that's the half kneel and hip flexor stretch. We're gonna go into our bird dog and then prisoner squats coming up next, all right? So bird dog, we wanna get feet into the ground, hands pressing into the turf, and we're just gonna separate, get the hands up, bring it back down the other way. Boom. Same thing, about 5 to 6 reps each side. You want to focus on activating the core, getting the upper body, lower body all fired up, ready to go. So now we're gonna hop up, we got our prisoner squats. So hands behind the head, and we're gonna look to get about 8 to 10 reps here. Drive the knees out, and we want to stay nice and tall. So as you open it up, those hips, you should feel the quads, hamstrings firing, press through that ground, and we're coming all the way up. Good. All right, so now we're gonna go into our jumping jack sequence. So we're gonna go 3 jumping jacks, regular jumping jack, seal jumping jack, and a cross jumping jack, all right? Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Now we're gonna go into a seal jack, hands and feet together. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're gonna go into our cross jacks. We're gonna cross the feet, cross the hands, alternating each side. Hands are out nice and wide, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys, so now we're ready to go in our workout today. You should get your heart rate up, should be ready to rock and roll. And I just want to kind of break down the exercises that we have today, starting with set number 1. Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be going through our workout A of this series. This one's going to be a superset workout, so you're going to notice we have 3 supersets to work through today. We're going to be going 3 rounds on each one of these supersets. So superset 1, it's going to be A1, A2, which is a squat press and a sit out. And we're going to be doing 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Our next round after that is going to be a plank row with a single leg RDL or some kind of variation of the single leg RDL, which I'll show you in a second. And then section C is going to be our bridge and press plus our curtsy lunge. All right, so let's walk through each one of the exercises beforehand. That way we know exactly what we're doing and we have the modifications necessary to get through today's workout. So what you're going to need is a set of dumbbells. You want to be able to make sure that they're dumbbells that you can use for the entire 40 seconds and keep good form on. All right, so we do want to challenge the dumbbells as the month goes on, increasing our weight, but the key here is to increase how many reps we can get in the 40 seconds. It's a great way to progress over the month through this workout. So exercise number 1 is going to be our squat press. So you're going to hold it here in a neutral position. You're going to keep that core nice and tight. We want to think about squeezing the abdominal muscles here. We're going to squat down. We want to get those knees driving out and creating some space, letting our elbows sink in. And then from there, we're going to press those dumbbells up to the sky, returning back to neutral. So it's down, up, reset, down, up, reset, down, up, reset. All right? So you would do that for 40 seconds, all right? And then the timer will go off, and we'll get 20 seconds of rest. And we're going to go into our sit-out. All right, so our sit-out exercise, it's a body weight exercise. It does require some mobility. I would say, yes, it is a challenging exercise, but we're going to get some modifications as well. So for the sit-out, we want to think about being in that quad position where our knees are on the ground, hands are down flat, and our toes are on the ground. Now, we're going to lift up so that we get the knees up off the ground, and from there, we're going to take our right leg and we're going to swim it through out to the side of us next to us. From there, we just bring it back, and then we go back to the other side. So when we're in it, we want to think about we're down, this arm is nice and stiff, this leg is open, this leg is nice and straight, and then we bring it back, and we always come back to that neutral position. Now the key is, when you look from the side angle, you keep your feet always in the same spot. So you always return them back to where they came from. Common mistake here is that the feet start to creep out as we go, and it starts to look like this. All right? We don't want that to happen. If you're having trouble getting it with good form, I recommend just changing it out to what we call a plank, knee to opposite elbow. So what that looks like is just coming into a plank position. We come down in a quarter push-up, rotate the knee towards our elbow. All right, and that's a good alternate for the sit-out that keeps it still around the same intensity, but allows it for a little bit better learning curve if you're struggling with the sit-out. Next exercise in the next round, so round 2, we're going to start with our plank row. All right, so plank row, we're just getting into a good plank position, and we want to take the feet out a little bit wider than our hands, and then we're just coming up, bringing it down just like that. All right, so that is the plank row. Now, we might want to add to this exercise to make it just a little bit more challenging. So what we call is a progression from the plank row would be the Renegade Row, which is going to add a push-up, then a row, row. So what that looks like is just like this. Boom. We're going to take them out just a little wider so we have space for the push-up. You're going to come down into a push-up, press up, plank. Now notice I'm not rotating with my upper body or my lower body, right? Nice even form. I come down under control, row, row, push up, row, row. Now, don't rush that exercise. You want to get the most out of it. So you don't want to be flying through where you're twisting and rotating. You're going to lose all the benefits from that Renegade Row. So exercise 2 in this circuit is our single leg RDL. Now, if you struggle completely with this, guys, good modification. It's just, if you're a beginner, start here, right? Start with a single leg glute bridge and go 20 seconds on each leg, all right? And the reason why is people usually struggle on the single leg with balance, and if you don't have the good form, you're not going to get the most out of it. So I want to make sure you get the most out of the exercise. For those of you that can handle a single leg RDL, let's go over that. So think about, you want to be balanced on one foot. You want to drive the other heel back towards the wall behind you. There's a slight bend in my knee, and then I'm coming forward. So you need a lot more balance on this exercise, but we're targeting the hamstring, the back of the leg, and there's a slight bend in my knee. So you do half one side, half on the other side. Now, somewhere in between that one and the first glute bridge that I showed you is what we would call a kickstand RDL. So It kind of helps you progress to that single leg if you're not able to keep the balance. And what we do is we take one foot, and we're standing on one foot. We take this other one, draw a line from our heel, all right, and we just have that toe there resting, all right? So it's not actually on the ground. If I were to put my hand underneath of it, you would see that I'm not touching. I can just kind of like barely press that foot on the ground. From there, we can come down and we can load the single leg, right? While still having some balance there for that exercise. Okay, so you might find one of those three work really, really well for you. All right, so moving on. Section C, we're going to go into a bridge and press. All right, so the bridge and press, you're going to, now for those of you that have bands at home, even you can throw one around your knee on this one, just to kind of make you have to work a little bit harder there. If you don't have bands, it's fine. All right, we're just going to come down, you're going to bridge with the hips. All right, so we're in that glute bridge position, and then from here, we're just going to go into that press. All right, so bridge and press. We're here. All right, you can even spicing it up a little bit, and then alternating single arm. Just going to make you work a little bit harder. And you can just mix them in, right? So bridge and press. You can even come up here, press, boom, up, down. All right, but the preferred way to do it is just like this. All right, so you're really going to feel that in the glutes. And then we're going to also hit the glutes a second time, because we're going to go into a curtsy lunge here for our second exercise. All right, so we're just going to be lunging, and we come down, curtsy. So the leg goes behind, and we dip. Leg goes behind, and we dip. All right, and that is the curtsy lunge and set three, round three of the workout. All right, guys, so there you have it. All 6 exercises for today's workout, separated into 3 supersets, 40-20 each round. All right, go ahead, grab a water, and come on back, and let's get this workout started. All right, guys, here we are with set number 1. All right, so we're going to be starting off with our squat press. All right, timer is getting ready to go in 3, 2, and let's go. So each time, remember, good form at the bottom. Knees are driving out. Pressing those weights up over top and returning to that rest position. We're shooting for 12 to 15 reps here. Nice. All right, so dumbbells are going to go down. We're going to put them here to the front of the mat, and we're going to go into our sit-outs next. All right, so 20 seconds in between. Get set up. We got 10 more seconds. And remember, if we're not doing the sit-out, we're going to that plank, knee to opposite elbow here. So 2, 1, and let's go. So the key is good control. As you feel like you've got it mastered, then we can take the intensity up a little bit. Three seconds. And time. All right. Okay, so that was round 1. 2 more left. Woo. All right, so we're going back to the squat press. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and let's go. Notice as I breathe out, right? Deep breath in, breathing out, driving those weights up overhead. Control your breath through the whole set. Keep a good pace. Try not to let that pace dwindle over time. We shouldn't have to stop in a set. Good. All right. Feeling the shoulder burn there. All right, sit outs coming up next. Five seconds. 2, and go. So we can get faster this round if you feel like you've gotten it down. A little progression off of the sit out. We added a little glute bridge on each side. All right, so regular, we're adding that glute bridge. Finding that happy medium. Key is, we just keep moving. All right. That's 2 sets. We got one more of each here. All right, here we go. And time. All right. All right, here we go. Moving into the sit out here. Last set, best set. Three seconds here. 3 seconds. 2, and let's go. Woo! 15 seconds. 5. And time. Woo! All right, guys. That's it for round number 1. We got a short 2-minute break here, and then we'll get back after it. Grab some water and come on back. We'll get started in our plank row and single leg RDL. All right, guys, so in this round, we're going to be going through our plank row or renegade row, whichever variation you've decided, and our single leg RDL. All right, clock is getting ready to start. 3, 2, and let's go. All right, so those of you doing the plank row, we're just going to be right here. Each side, keeping that body nice and tight. We don't want to shift with our hips. All right, those of you doing the renegade row, let me see you add that push up in there. Other side, same thing, no twisting, no turning. All right, next up, single leg RDL. All right, single leg RDL here. Or, like we said, a kickstart or a glute bridge. All right, finding your variation. We're going to switch it up halfway. And go. Actually, you can actually go ahead and alternate if you feel comfortable with getting good form. If you feel like you're just starting off, getting used to this exercise, I recommend staying one leg for 20 seconds. We're past that halfway point though. You want to feel this in the hamstring and the glutes, right? You don't want to feel this in the back. And you actively want to feel a stretch, right? You want to feel the back of his leg stretching as you do that exercise. All right, next up, set number 2, plank row, renegade row, variation. 3, 2, let's go. Fourteen seconds. All right, single leg RDLs. Whew. Feeling those bad boys. All right, here we go. Oh, that was a bad one, huh? Key is here, is slow and control. You get more out of it doing it right than with a little off form, right? So we want to just take your time, control and accelerate those hips back through. All right, last one through on this one. All right, so we got plank row, and then we got raise and press. All right, here we go. Fifteen seconds. All right, single leg RDL here. Last one of this one here, last one. All right, here we go. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Whoopsies. Losing that balance here. Let's get the last couple reps. And nice. Awesome job, guys. That's it for round B. All right, coming back to round C. Rest up, grab some water. Let's get ready to finish this workout strong. All right, doing awesome. Couple more rounds left today. All right, guys, we're here with set C now. So we're going to do a bridge and press, curtsy lunge here. All right, so we're going to hop down on the ground, grab our dumbbells, and let's go ahead and press. All right, so this is very much similar to a bench press, but instead of a bench press, now we're just working glutes. Now, if you want to, go ahead and hold that leg up there. All right, make it a little bit more challenging. Holding that single leg press. Let's go ahead and swap it up. Now remember, if you're not here, right, just stay with the 2 feet down, that's fine. We're just adding a little bit of a core element into this exercise, keeping those arms in that same spot, forcing our body to work a little bit harder in that set. All right, so curtsy lunge, hopping back up. All right, so remember we're stepping behind, and we want to think about back knee to the ground. All right, and curtsy lunge. Good form here. Take your time. It's not a race. We want to feel it in the glutes. "15 seconds. Perfect. All right, that's set 1. 2 more sets to go. All right, so hopping back down on the ground. Bridge and press, remember, you can go into that single leg bridge, which is going to bring a little bit more of a core element towards this exercise. And we're up. What I like to do is do 5 reps and then switch up the legs. Nice. All right, guys, feeling good here. That's 2 times through that one. All right, finishing up with the curtsy lunge to finish up the second set here. Remember, form is everything here. We made it this far. We want to keep good form throughout the finish here. All right, so we got another set of curtsy lunge and another full set of this round. All right, guys. One more set here of everything. All right, so bridge and press, curtsy lunge, and then we're done today. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Almost there. Pushing through those last couple reps. And 1. Boom. Whew. That worked out perfect. 5, 5, 5, 5, 20 reps. I don't know where you guys are. Even if you're at 10 or 15, right? The key is just making sure you stay there the whole entire time, right? Using weights that are going to challenge you, right? Don't be afraid to bump up your weights next workout if you have access to heavier stuff. All right, last set of curtsy lunge here. And time. All right, guys, awesome job today's workout. I hope you're feeling as good as I am. I hope you feel challenged and ready to go, but I hope you feel excited to keep on progressing each week after another. All right, guys, so hey, it's the end of workout A. We're gonna head into the cool down here so we can stretch and get our body ready for recovery. See you on the other side. Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so you've made it through the workout, so now we're going to be going through a quick little cool down. And the reason why we do the cool down is because our muscles are nice and warm right now, and it's going to be more likely to get more flexibility. So a lot of people make the mistake of trying to stretch when they're cold, but really, so you want to stretch when you're warm. That's when you're going to get the best mobility and flexibility benefits from your workout or any kind of recovery. So let's go ahead, and we're starting with just a split stance. I'm going to have you reach down and think about head towards your knee. All right, you're going to feel this through the hamstring in the back. All right, let's go ahead and take it to the other side. Good. Now let's reach through the middle. And here, we want to grab for the back of our legs and kind of just pull yourself through. Now we're going to go ahead into what we call the hurdler's grunge stretch here. So we're just going to lean into it, hands down on the ground, and you want to feel this through this groin. Take it the other way. Nice. All right, so while we're still standing, we're going to take the hands up overhead, and we're going to reach over to the side, stretching our lats and our obliques. All right, to come out of this, we're going to bend our knees so that we can safely go to our other side. So we're just hanging out here, making sure you're breathing. The more you breathe, deeper that stretch is going to be. All right, so now we're going to hop down to the ground. So first stretch is going to be a little hip stretch. So knees are out wide. All right, and we're just going to rock back and sit into our hips. Reset and get right back into that stretch. Alright, you should feel that throughout the groin, internal hip, even in those hamstrings and those glutes. As we sit back, reset one more time, Trying to open up those hips. All right, now we're gonna go into our 90-90 stretch. So, feet, knees out. We got knees at a 90-degree angle here. All right, straight lines, angles going everywhere. I'm just gonna lie down in a stretch. And then we're gonna take it to the other side. Awesome job. All right, guys, that's it on the cool down. I hope you feel good. Hope your body feels a lot more mobile and agile. Way to go on today's workout. We'll see you on the next one. Once again, thank you for showing up and giving me your best.